You are listening to All Burgundy and Gold Errrything, powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia. Your hosts are Ray, Glen, Mo, and myself, Wole. What is good, fellas?
Hey, nothing much, man. We're coming off a W, 2-game winning streak.
Winning streak.
It is what it is. Hey, you take what you can get, baby. You take what you can get when you're a Commanders fan.
I know that's right. Hey, what's going on? What about y'all? What are y'all thoughts on the like Glenn said, the 2-game winning streak?
Hey man, my typical my standard is better quarterback. I'm picking them at all times. Heinicke came out there and outdueled Aaron Rodgers. I think that stands for something. But I know that means nothing to you. But we're gonna discuss that.
My man Ray, he said outdueled.
I know, right? Hey, just like he did in that
that
playoff game, he almost outdueled Tom Brady, right, Mo? Mo couldn't stand Heinicke back then.
Oh,
he couldn't
God.
stand that dude. He was like, because they played hard, it don't matter. More victories don't count. Hey, listen, they still at the bottom of the division, and the NFC East is back, and that's exciting because the NFC East historically, we know what it has been, and the players that it's produced, and the coaches. So I'm loving the rivalries being reignited, but Washington got to get in the mix. So they still got some work to do, but I know Glen is happy, and I see your hat, Wole. We already know Homer Simpson.
Oh yeah, this is a good luck. It's a good luck hat. I said that last couple shows. I'm still rocking it. But I don't know how much of a homer I am compared to what people. I had people on social media call me a Cowboys fan, so I don't.
Nah,
you're
definitely not that type of homer. You ain't gonna fight for ODC. You gonna keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'll fight for ODC.
I don't see it. But Glen, though, I don't know. Glen be a
No, I ain't a homer because as I talked, I couldn't get on Sunday, but there's a lot of mistakes in this game. They made a lot of mistakes. They're not Super Bowl champions, and I don't want fans to start drinking that Kool-Aid yet. You know what I'm saying?
The Heinicke hype is real.
Or what the problem is, too many fans might be drinking Heinicke right about now.
They on that Heinicke high right now, man. They worse than Beyonce high. They better worse than the Beyonce high, man. These folks crazy.
I mean, you gotta understand the people around here, blue collar, man. People around here like hard workers. They're
I like hard work.
Overachievers, man. Gritty and
Echoes.
I mean,
yeah, Liddell Echoes. You're right.
Liddell
I like
Echoes,
people too, man. Mo, I like gritty people too, man.
That's what we produce. We produce that type of stuff in Washington. Anyway, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, and Google Podcasts. Just search All Burgundy and Gold Errrything. That's 3 R's. Also, tweet us at ABG_Errrything and hit us up on IG, ABG_Errrything there as well. And like our All Burgundy and Gold Facebook page.
That's not it, though. Make sure you subscribe to our All Burgundy and Gold Errrything YouTube channel as well.
All right, man. Sound of pregame. We're going to talk about the Washington Commanders' upcoming game against the Indianapolis Colts. Somebody jumping. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway.
Sunday, the Commanders, they travel up to Indianapolis. And I've said it before, if you've already heard me, I don't mean to be redundant, but this is bulletin board material. Frank Wright making a quarterback change. I know Matt Ryan is said to be injured, but still I feel as though Indianapolis looks at the Commanders as an opportunity to start his young quarterback, Cody Ehlinger. He's starting against Washington defense. Sam, my bad. That's his brother. My fault. Appreciate you, Taylor Heinicke. Can he have success against the Colts defense? We're going to see who has the edge. Who do you guys think has the edge coming up this week, Colts versus the Commanders? And the Colts are 3-point favorites. Mo, you should know the line, right? Because you're the gambling dude on here, right? That's why you go to Vegas.
I haven't checked the line just yet.
Well, you want to go first, Mo?
Let's let Glen kick it off.
Hey, look, the Washington Commanders should win this game. One is you have a backup quarterback. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say why, right? Because you have a backup quarterback. All right, Jonathan Taylor. Taylor's been hurt, right? He's been hurt. He missed the last game, came back this game, wasn't himself, saw a little bit of himself. So you're going to face the Indianapolis Colts team that doesn't have a starting quarterback and Matt Ryan, who has a backup quarterback, right? And who has a running back who's injured, which is part of their offense. And who have not really been playing well. If you look at the Indianapolis Colts team, they have not been playing well all season long when they had a starting quarterback and they had a starting running back, right? They haven't been playing well. So I think this Washington defense, who's been stepped up for the last couple of weeks, right? If you watch this Washington defense, they have shut down the run for the last 3 or 4 weeks. All right. And I know people say, oh, they was playing the Bears or they were playing Green Bay. Well, they shut down the run against their last opponent too, right? They shut down the run against Dallas. All right. With their two-headed monster.
Yeah, but the backup quarterback beat you though, Glenn.
But it doesn't matter. We're talking about running, right? Because this Indianapolis Colts team has to have an established running game in order to beat the Washington Commanders. If they can't get a running game, the Colts cannot win. And so therefore, if the defense continues to play like they have been, and you asking a backup quarterback to come in and take down the Commanders, I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Washington Commanders will be on Sunday. We'll be talking about the Commanders on a 3-game winning streak, whether Taylor Heinicke or someone else. But again, beat the teams on your schedule, whether they're good or bad.
I agree. Beat
the teams on your schedule. They're facing a Colts team that's beat up right now, and this ain't no homer because they was facing somebody else. I would say the same thing. You're facing the team, the Colts team, who's beat up, and they have to take advantage of this. Why they can't.
So I actually like Sam Ehlinger. I've watched him play. I like Sam Ehlinger a lot. I actually think he's probably, for this offensive line, he's probably suitable for what they're trying to do because their offensive line has been banged up in Indy. So I like Sam Ehlinger. So it's nothing against. I don't have any issue with him. I mean, you got two quarterbacks they're both backups. I mean, if you look at the depth chart when it started, they're both backups.
You got one that was a starter in the league though.
One that that should have been a starter. Let's keep it a buck. He shouldn't be a starter ever in life. But that's a whole different argument. You know what I mean? But he is, you know what I'm saying? But he's starting for this team. This is the only team he can start for. I don't care anybody. This is the only team he can start for. So I think this is a toss-up to me. You know what I'm saying? This is not because the Indianapolis Colts, they have a defense. They got Darius Leonard, who's a dog. They got a defense. Washington defense has been improved.
But is he back? Because he hasn't played.
He should be back, right? Yeah, he's hurt. He should be back though, right?
I'm asking.
Oh, I don't know.
No, I don't know if he's gonna play or not. He hasn't been there.
Yeah.
But that's my issue is that if Taylor Heinicke throws some of those passes that Green Bay dropped that should have been picks, then Indy's going to have a shorter field, and that's going to benefit their backup quarterback.
And
so it won't matter
Taylor.
Who's behind center.
It'll benefit Jonathan Taylor.
Right, it will benefit their offense. That's what I'm saying, Glenn. I get it, though. You all in right now, Glenn. I understand. So I'm not mad at you for being all in.
No, it's not necessarily all in, but I have several Colt members on my fantasy team, so I've seen how the team. So I've seen how they played all year long.
Yeah,
true. And so I've seen how they played all year long.
Have you seen their defense keep them in every game though? Right, that has nothing to do with fantasy.
Right, defense has kept them in games, but also if you look at the Washington defense has kept this team in a lot of games that they should have been blown out of.
That's true. They should. I mean, they have kept them in games. But the offense has been atrocious. I mean, this to me like. It's all predicated on who's going to run the football better.
What game did they? Okay, no,
they have Ray. No. In the grand scheme of things, because they're off.
The Detroit game, they ain't keep them in.
No, that's the only one. Like, if you look at the last 4 or 5 games, they've kept them in the game. Like, but they've improved. They have. Like, Eagles game.
I'm not saying defense hasn't played well, but Wole, what you said, defense has been on the field too long. Most times.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
if you look at Indy's defense, even with it being on the field long stretches. Other offenses don't get off on Indy.
I mean, they lost to Houston, Texas. They tied. But you know what I mean? Like they've still had.
They were down by a lot that game.
Yeah, so I'm saying their defense can give up. What I'm saying is their defense hasn't been shut down. I like Indy's defense. This is not a knock. I'm just saying like they've had stretches where they haven't been superb either. That's what I'm saying.
This is Glen's fault because Glen is like your tag team partner. When he get on this kick, then this what they do. Hey.
I'm actually with you.
But I'm here for.
No, but I'm actually. I'm the one that's actually going. I'm bringing realness to this joint. Like in the end of the day, like I feel like these teams are still evenly matched. I don't think that Indy is what? Indy is 3-3, right?
3-3-1.
3-3-1. So they're 500.
Right.
Washington's 3-4. They're under 500. At the end of the day, like they're the better team right now. Like so, it's not for, and they're the better team right now.
I'm not saying that Washington can't win. I actually think I actually think Washington can win this game. I'm just saying should win and can win is two different things.
Back to what I'm saying. Like this is a question about Taylor Heinicke for me. Like so, what I expect for Taylor Heinicke, I'm not even getting on what I expect for Taylor Heinicke in this game for myself. Like I just, I hope Scott Turner kind of keeps the realms on him, like run the football. Right. But for this team to win the game, Taylor Heinicke has to throw for about at least 200 yards, limited passing attempts, and from the win, the running game has to be effective. Because again, if this team is going to be fixated or predicated on throwing the football, we know the result. We saw that first quarter. We saw it when they try to open it up. and his almost three of his first 4 passes was almost picked off. So to me, this team needs to run the football. So for this team to win the football game, Taylor Heinicke has to at least throw for 200 yards, throw for about 65%, and he just play action. Maybe give you a touchdown. But that's, to me, for them to win a football game, that's the type of production he has to have. Don't ask me what I think he's going to do, but I'm just telling you what I think he needs to do for them to win a football game.
Yeah.
I think to Glen's point about the run game, I think is imperative. But I think, Glenn, what you're not factoring in is the supreme talent that is Jonathan Taylor, right? Like, I think that's the difference. Like, Washington's going to have to do it collectively with Robinson and with AG. AG coming off a really good game in terms of yards per carry average, right? 10 carries at that tilt. He would have been very, very productive, right? Jonathan Taylor coming back off a high ankle sprain type injury. He only had 10 carries last week. He only had 10 carries last week, which is
how many?
Huh? John Taylor only had 10 carries last week, which is odd. And that's why I didn't when I heard the news of Matt Ryan being benched, I was surprised. I was like, I'm starting to think this is a Frank Reich problem. This is the 3rd veteran quarterback that he's exiled in 3 years. And they all came there with the basis that this was going to be a heavy run team and a play action team. And I don't think he's done that for I give or take the injury to John Taylor, but I don't think he's done that enough for Matt Ryan this year. With that said, will Taylor Heinicke have success against this defense? I tell you what, if he plays around like Ray said, Stephon Gilmore's on that side. This ain't gonna be Jair Alexander no more. This is gonna be former defensive player of the year. You've seen he's closed out a game already this year to earn them a W when they tried him. I know this is Terry McLaurin's homecoming, but it's gonna be a tough matchup. It's gonna be a tough, especially if Jahan Dotson isn't back on the opposite side to help them stretch the field. Like, if they can key in on
you said stretch the field. You said stretch the field. Taylor Heinicke ain't stretching no field.
To widen the field. Let's say widen the field.
I'm about to say he ain't stretching no field. All right, okay.
Widen the field. I mean, he stretched the field. That throw to Terry McLaurin
the 37-yard bomb. 37-yard bomb. Is that what we're gonna call that throw?
But Taylor Heinicke, he worked on his arm strength. I'll take it, Mo. I mean, I'm not a Heinicke
bash. We talking about 37-yard bomb. Like, really?
It's not a 30-yard bomb.
37. Like, it was 37 yards, right?
He put it away and outside from a premier defender in the league.
I agree. But when we talk about stretching the field, we can't throw it 37.
All you can ask is, like, Terry is showing that he's better at the 50-50 ball than people give him credit for.
Agreed. I totally agree with that.
And he gives this man gives this man endless opportunities.
He does.
Right? And because he comes in and he operates like a backup. Like I said 2 weeks ago, backups come in and they find the best player on the field. And he finds 17.
This is true.
He finds 17.
Yes,
right? And some of the throws he made to 17, although questionable,
eyes closed. He had one with eyes closed. He had one with his eyes closed and he threw it up. Yeah.
But he knew where the ball was supposed to go. That was another ball.
That's the part that scares me. That's the part that was
headed outside.
That's the
he
part
knew where he was going to be. If Terry McLaurin doesn't catch that, it's going to the sideline. So it's not that hard. It's not that bad of a throw.
I'm trying to find my mic.
Okay, so I'll be honest. I'll be honest with you. I think the way Glenn put it, the Commanders are looking at this game as an opportunity to continue to win. But I think the Colts defense are also looking like, all right, we can get back our team on a positive, I guess, kick for the season because there we go. Because look at what's going on with our team right now, and we got Taylor Heinicke coming in. Who, if we get pressure on, he's going to throw it up. So it's basically a toss-up. I would agree with that. But Taylor Heinicke, I think the team plays for him, like we all agree on. The team goes hard. So whenever you have that, and if you have Scott Turner actually run the football, which I don't understand him because you get 3rd and 2s, you get those short downs, and he still doesn't. He still chooses to pass the ball. He doesn't run. I don't understand.
He's the smartest guy in the room. But that's the thing is he tried to outsmart the other defensive coordinator, and it's very simple. His game is not complicated. You know.
Yeah.
He tried. Ray, to your point, he outsmarts himself.
That's my biggest concern. But is this a winnable game? Absolutely. Taylor Heinicke, can he perform well on the road? With the weapons that you have, of course, and if your offensive coordinator put you in a position, if he gets you on some bootlegs, some rollouts, you run the ball, you play actions, like I said, man, short passes, quick passes. I made the Cooper Rush comparison. That's what he did. He got the ball out quick.
Yeah.
He made his
first or second read, gets the ball out.
You know why?
Taylor Heinicke's going to do that.
And they're going to need
Kellen Moore, he's decent. He played a position.
The secondary. Another thing is the secondary is one of the better secondaries in the league in terms of Gilmore, Kenny Moore at the corners. You got a local product, Rodney McLeod.
As Russell Wilson.
Yeah, you got some young
Russell
players that are flying around. Like
Russell Wilson making everybody look good. That's don't do that.
And then they got two pass rushers you really got to think about. I mean, they're not elite, but DeForest Buckner is elite, but
DeForest Buckner's the beast.
You got another local product, Yannick Ngakoue at the pass rush. So they can make life tough on Taylor Heinicke. And they can force him into some throws that their corners and their DBs will find advantageous.
That's the biggest concern, which is why I lean toward Indy, if you ask me. But at the same time,
I mean, I think and Vegas agrees with you, Ray. Vegas has them as 2.5.
It's going low. It's going lower. Like
it's going lower by the end of the
they've been going lower. So on Facebook, my man Phil Lee posted about what he thinks Taylor Heinicke is going to do against the Colts. He says 2 touchdowns, go for 225 in terms of yardage, and a win seems about right.
Here comes the swagger. It's coming back. It's coming back.
I don't know, man. Like I'm all about what I see with my eyes. My eyes don't fool me. You know what I mean? Like those passes, they not working. And I know you, Ray, you use Cooper Rush as a comparison, but one thing about Cooper Rush, in terms of like his arm strength isn't the best, but it's better than Taylor Heinicke. But he also anticipates better. You know what I'm saying? He ain't behind. He anticipates better. Taylor Heinicke's anticipation skills isn't the best compared to like a Cooper Rush. Like that's what makes Cooper Rush effective with the Dallas Cowboys. His anticipation for passing lanes and getting the guys the ball is better than Taylor Heinicke. The whole thing is Taylor Heinicke knows the offense. He knows where to go with the football. But if you look at Cooper Rush, what made him effective for the team is that his anticipation as a quarterback was good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling elite, but it was solid. Heinicke, we saw he's late on throws. He's late on throws. It's a fact. He's late on throws. He'll throw behind you. Just off accuracy alone, he'll throw behind you. So and this is consistent. This is nothing that people said rust or whatever. This is consistent. He did this last year too. So,
but Wale, to answer this question for me, if I can
ask away.
Why is it that because this guy has no crazy upside that he can't just be sustainable for the next 4 games?
Because
it's been negativity after negativity with you.
Because quarterback is about being skilled to something. Like I said before, when you would describe a quarterback,
you don't beat Aaron Rodgers without some kind of
no. That's because the Aaron Rodgers team stinks. It's the truth. They stink. Like. No, they stink. We all watched the game. I don't know why everybody gets stupid. The Packers stink right now. Like they're really bad. I see why the Jets almost like ran them out of Lambeau. Like they are bad, like horrible. Like they're horribly bad right now. No knock on Aaron Rodgers, but his mannerisms suck. That team suck. He know they suck. That's why he just keep talking crap about them. I'm just saying, like when it comes to Taylor Heinicke, like when people talk about quarterback play, there's always an element to make you like, all right, this quarterback got some type of skill, like, or something. Like when we talk about Taylor Heinicke, nobody says he's accurate. And usually when you got a weak arm, you're accurate. No one says Taylor Heinicke's accurate. No one says that like no one says he doesn't have an arm. They don't say he's like.
But they say he's a gamer.
They say he's a gamer. What is that? Tim Tebow's a gamer.
Well, yeah, he extends plays and sometimes he extends.
These are all non-quarterback features.
You can't look. Tim Tebow won a playoff game.
He called that man Taysom. He called him Taysom Hill. I called him Taysom Hill earlier.
No, he's like Taysom. Exactly. He's like Taysom. At least Taysom Hill has an arm. I called him Tim Tebow
earlier. He gets lucky. That's why.
I'm serious. No, because when anybody describes this dude to me, it's like. He's a gamer. They play for him. He's mobile. He knows the offense. Ain't nothing about playing a quarterback. Ain't nothing about throwing a freaking football.
Would you take teams like that to win Super Bowl? Shoot, the Eagles won with Nick Foles.
He could throw the ball better than no. He had an NFL arm. Don't do that, Nick Foles.
They won with Nick Foles.
He had an NFL arms. Don't do that. He had an NFL arm. Don't do that. Nick Foles had some success in Arizona State.
The Baltimore Ravens won with Trent Dilfer.
Trent Dilfer was a first-round pick and had an arm. He had an arm. He literally had an arm. There's a quality of a quarterback play. Like Taylor Heinicke has no attribute.
He has mobility. He has mobility.
You know what, Michael? You know what? Charlie Warhead can run. He was in the NFL. I don't want to hear no.
Look, I'm not drinking the Heinicke.
What's Pat White at? Right.
I'm not drinking the Heinicke juice.
I'm not drinking Heinicke.
Look, I'm not drinking Heinicke juice. But you got to look at this. You got to look at this. This dude does something that Carson Wentz doesn't do. He extends plays. And if you look at what he's done since he's been there, he extends play and he find Kerry McLaurin. This week he found the tight ends because he was able to extend plays with his feet. So therefore the offense is a little bit different when he's in. And so I'm looking at that. So when you look at it as being different when he's in there, he may not have the arm to throw 60 yards on a rope down the field, right? Yeah. But he works within the confines of what he's allowed to do and what he can do. And because what he does, he extends plays, the receivers get open for him. Curtis Samuel get open for him. Terry McLaurin has gotten open for him. You put in the ball in the hands of your athletes, right? He used J.D. McKissick a little bit more. We saw J.D. McKissick. We saw JD not enough, but we saw him a little bit more than we did in the past, right? Yes, we saw him more than we did when Carson Wentz was a quarterback, right? True. Right. So what the OC is doing is he's working to the strength of the guy who's throwing. Everything is short, dog.
Everything is short, though. Everything is short.
Everything is
that part is true.
There was no down the field. He did more bootlegs than we've seen all year long.
He tried to do down the field, and he almost got him picked off like 3 or 4 times.
Right, but then we see the second half. Second half, you see more bootlegs, him rolling out. Yeah, he's moving. He's moving to the strength of his quarterback, which is good for him.
What he got to do.
But as a rebuttal to that, though, these are all fair points. But as a rebuttal to that. When you play a better defense, like Mo and Ray have said about the Colts in terms of the playmakers that they have, they're going to squat on those intermediate routes. So you're going to have to. I'm imagining the Colts will. I'm imagining the Colts will do this. They will squat on intermediate routes, and they will force you to beat them over the top, which teams did last season, like the Dallas Cowboys. They did that to him. The Buffalo Bills. All of these teams that he struggled against. Try to force him to throw over the top. He's gonna have to do it. They're gonna do it. They showed you the resume. They're gonna find a way to take away the McKissick because it's not even Jahan Dotson, who they try to rush him off the hamstring. He has a hammy. Like that thing can linger. He may not even play against the Colts for real. But if he does play, can we guarantee that he's gonna be 100% coming from a hammy? He aggravated it just trying to come back for last game. So you're only gonna have, in terms of the weapons, Terry and Curtis Samuel in terms of your real weapons, and you're not. And I would say Diami, but Diami ain't no good because he can't throw the ball to Diami. I'm gonna arm to throw the ball to Diami. So now it's like, all right. So basically,
stay in front of the sticks. This way the running game has to be
exactly. You won't have. But say they take away them. But say they take that away though, Glenn. So I'm saying like this is the thing. Like say they take that away, then you're limited. Then you're limited again.
But it's limited again. But the only thing they can do take it away if you put 7, 8, 9 in a box, right?
Oh, they're going to.
So if you put 8 in the box, let's say 7 in a box. Yeah. Then you really kind of working into his strength because he has to throw short. Because
that's what the Cowboys did though. That's what the Cowboys did last year, and it wasn't to his strength. That's what I'm saying. Like the Cowboys, this is the plan the Cowboys did. Then they played Diggs 1-on-1 with Terry, and then when they wanted to do the go route, if Terry had him beat, it was underthrown because he can't throw it. So I'm just saying, like, there are things that teams have shown last season to make this dude sure. That's all I'm saying. Like, there is a blueprint out there for it.
Trust me. I mean, we talked earlier. I'm the other guy's fan. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm saying why I'm giving the reasons why fans love this dude.
Oh, I know. Right? I know. I got you, bro. I'm with
fans love this dude because when they see him out there, they see excitement. They see him running around, and they see the passion, and they see people playing for him.
It's football, Wole. It's spirit. This is what you always wanted.
I agree with that. He's Eric Crouch. He's all these dudes he's a rah-rah dude. You know what I'm saying? I like
Eric Crouch is a good one.
I do. And at this point.
And I'm not saying in the
no, he's talking about the personality.
But the personality.
I know what you meant, but Nah.
God, I hate that too.
Minus the arm, man.
I just hate.
I mean, like we've been saying, guys play for him, and that's
They play
what's
hard. No way,
important.
I'm gonna be
They
positive.
rally, and he's had that respect since that playoff game where he played his heart out, and he's gonna
Go
wear his
hard,
heart on
man.
his sleeve. He's going to go hard. You got like that, but like Wole said, that doesn't translate to skill, my friend. It's only so far that your heart can take you. Draymond, we made that comparison on the other show.
Yeah.
Draymond plays with a ton of heart until everybody gets hurt, and he's the sole guy. And it's like, okay, he can't carry this team. You can come out there and get hype all you want, but does it produce anything?
But it's not his job to carry the team. It's his job to do his.
Well, that's
part.
what Wole asked the question. Though he said, if Indy takes away the run, then what do you do?
What do you do?
It's going to be his job to carry the team. So he's going to have to.
That's the job of quarterback. Like,
he
you
has
got to
make a couple of throws and make Indy get out of that. That's all he has to do is make a couple of throws.
Can he make the couple throws?
Yeah, can he make
them throws? He made a couple of throws against Jair Alexander, the premier corner.
Bruh, it's against the Packers who dropped 4 or 5
You keep
picks
talking
in the game,
about the Packers.
dude.
It was a man.
They dropped like 4. They dropped.
17
You know what?
and
To your
23.
point. To your point. You just talked about can he make plays? He can. Dude, he threw 4 picks basically, and he gave a pick 6.
I mean,
and
I'm not gonna say
they
that
just dropped all of them
because they dropped them. I mean, hey, it didn't happen.
I think
those are bad.
I think we know where Wole.
Drops.
I think we know where Wole stands, right? So to that effect, Wole, let's take it to the other team.
Yes.
Do we think that Sam Ehlinger coming in for Matt Ryan is going to be beneficial to Indy winning? And how important is it going to be for the Commanders to contain that run game with Jonathan Taylor back?
I think Glen said it like, in terms of like, well, you said it, Mo, like this is a different animal. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that I will say that when you come off a high ankle sprain ain't no joke.
It takes some time.
It takes some time. Like he may not be right.
He's not gonna be right.
How many weeks was he out prior to the
He went halfway out.
Yeah, 2 weeks. I have my fantasy football team. He was killing before that ankle sprain too.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
He was killing. Like he was on one too. Yeah, it really take about a whole month for real to get back from my high ankle sprain. I don't know if you're gonna get the same burst. I mean, he's still like a skilled running back. I know all about Jonathan Taylor. I'm a Michigan fan, so I've watched him in Wisconsin. So, but like, I don't know if you're gonna get the same burst from Jonathan Taylor throughout.
I don't know if the burst is the problem. I think it's the wiggle.
He got the wiggle, but you're still gonna have to plant to get. You're gonna have to plant and do what you need to do. But that burst is mean. That's burst is important for Jonathan. Don't get like he's an all capable back. He has everything. That burst is very capable.
This dude is like they made a running back in the factory.
Yeah, seriously. Like he got.
I think we're having the wrong discussion because when you look at Washington's corners, especially Kendall Fuller, you're looking at an opportunity. You're like, okay, I think this is an opportunity for our receivers to actually have.
But who gonna go get it for him?
That's the problem. Yes, I'm saying. Well, you know
Pittman
what? To Ray's point though,
been underwhelming.
Yeah.
Again, that's the thing.
To Ray's point though,
Harris Campbell.
When it comes, you know what? To your point, to Ray's point though, does it really matter? You saying who to who? Does it matter? We've seen Kendall Fuller get beat by certain people.
By everybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's gotten beat by people you don't even know.
I'm just saying, if I'm receiving and I'm not playing well, I look at this game as an opportunity. That's what I think the Colts.
I look at Kendall Fuller
because the Washington's pretty good against the run.
Yeah,
I thought even against Tennessee, they played well enough to win that game. Even though Derrick Henry, of course, he got off as the game progressed because that's what Tennessee do.
Because of the multitude of carries.
Exactly.
What he do? He wear you down.
I'm not as concerned. I'm not as concerned with the run. Can they get the pressure enough to where it will rattle a young quarterback? If they do, they'll be fine.
Well, if
not, then you got corners that are going to get beat.
Well, this is in a corner issue. Like this isn't really my main issue. I'm with you, Ray. I think there's one corner that can get beat for real. Like I think St-Juste has been fine. Like to be real, St-Juste has been fine. Like Kendall Fuller gets beat. Like that's what he does. He gets beat. So I agree. I know where you're coming from. But to me, there's the element. I think the running game is a big issue, but it's an element to it. Like what Ehlinger brings to the game as a mobile quarterback, right? And the combination with that and Jonathan Taylor, like that's a combination of what you have to worry about. Like there's read option plays that you can be, will be out there because Ehlinger is extremely mobile. And we've seen this team against mobile quarterbacks struggle. So I do think to me that's the fear to me. That's the main fear to me. Like for real, like how do you counter? Because your whole mindset is Matt Ryan, the pocket quarterback. Like we're going to go against Matt Ryan. Like we're going to be able to. If I'm Montez Sweat, if I'm Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, I'm thinking, all right, this is an opportunity to go get one. Like he's a pocket quarterback. I'm not worried about him going out losing containment on this quarterback. Now you got a quarterback that if you lose containment, he'd run for a 20. We saw what Justin Fields almost did to win the football game against the Bears. He almost broke that long run at the end of the game.
But I think they're two different types of runners.
But I'm gonna say though, but they're mobile though. But he's still mobile enough.
Absolutely.
Daniel Jones does it. Daniel Jones is like
you got to get pressure. You got to get pressure on them.
That's what I'm saying.
I think if they dial up some good blitzes, then it's gonna be a close game. That's what the Colts do. Right?
Yeah.
Look at every game they played this year. No matter what the caliber opponent, they play you close. They beat the Chiefs, and we want to knock them for the Texans style. They beat the Chiefs. If that means something.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. They could beat that. That's my point.
Right.
Like when we talk about the Colts, like they were good enough to contain Patrick Mahomes. So why wouldn't I think they're not good enough to stop this offense? You know what I'm saying? That's why that's why this is where I'm coming from. This is
but they were also bad enough when it almost lost to Houston.
I know, but Houston was playing good ball at the time. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like they were playing good ball at the time. I like that. I like that Mills quarterback. But I'm just saying, like, in terms,
you're in the minority, brother.
I know I could be the minority. I don't care, man. I want the quarterback. I want another quarterback from the Houston Texans, but it's okay. He's massaging folks, or it's folks massaging him. But who I
don't do it, Ray. Don't do it, Ray.
I ain't touching that one.
Don't do it, Ray.
I know.
I ain't touching that one.
No hands. But nah. But see, now you got me off the track. Now I'm on track. I don't know what was I talking about, dude.
We're talking about containing Jonathan Taylor and how.
Well, no. You were saying this Philly defense. Indy defense. If they can contain Patrick Mahomes,
they can contain.
Even if they struggle against Davis Mills or whatever.
I'm saying, so we shouldn't. I don't think any fan, just because you see that Matt Ryan's not playing, like that shouldn't be like, oh man, this is game over. We got this. This is a good chance to go 4-4. The issue isn't that. The issue is, can you do enough going on the road? It's not like you're coming on the road to beat a Colts team that you already know is capable defensively to give you issues. They've given Patrick Mahomes issues, so they can give you issues. They've given the great Andy Reid and his offensive minds like issues in a game. They can give Scott Turner issues. That's my point. They can give Scott Turner issues.
So you're telling me you're picking Indy?
Yeah, I kind of want to pick Indy too.
Momentum is real though. When you have that belief, I mention it all the time. The year Michael Vick got hurt, I'm a Falcons fan. I'm gonna keep reminding everybody.
I picked the Bears.
The year Michael Vick got hurt and he came back late in the season, the Falcons had no chance to do anything, but the defense automatically increased their level of play. They upped their level of play.
What you just do? Did you just compare? Did you put Michael Vick and Taylor
Heinicke?
No.
What I'm saying is Washington. Right now, it's a different energy. For real, the team got different energy when that dude plays.
They do though. They got different energy.
And you've won 2 in a row. I don't care how ugly they are. A win is a win, and they're riding that momentum into Indy. So that's the scary part. I'm just saying that. That's
right. I know your point though.
I'm torn, but because it's a road game and because Taylor Heinicke is rather limited. And Indy's defense, I pick Indy almost every week to win. If you notice in our pick, our pick league, because I just feel like their defense is that real. No matter who lines up, even when Andrew Luck, I can't get names right tonight. Even when Andrew Luck was lined up behind center, I felt like it was the defense that was the catalyst for that team. So that's where I'm at.
No, I wasn't. I'm not that far, but I know what Ray's talking about.
I'm talking about Andrew Luck's last season. In his last season. Let me clarify.
Okay.
In his last season.
He's right. Their defense was real. You're right. Their defense was real his last season.
Okay.
I apologize. I love Andrew Luck, by the way.
I do. I love Andrew Luck. I love Andrew Luck, man. I love way more.
It wasn't even slight to Andrew Luck. I'm just saying how highly I think of that defense in Indy. That's all.
I know. I hear your point. I love Andrew Luck way more. I love Taylor.
I like their defense. I respect it. I respect their defense. I think their defense.
You're a Commanders fan, though.
No. But no, you act like I pick them to win every week. I pick against them.
He do.
I pick against them more than I pick for them.
Coming off a win is when, Glenn, you really beat your chest.
I'm saying,
go back.
I'm telling you why I came off the win. It goes back to your point. I come off the win because the team excited, right?
True,
this is the most energy that you've seen in this team all year long. So I'm coming off as a mind of a coach that you got guys now that want to play, and this is what you've seen differently. You saw Ron Rivera with a headset on this week. No. But I'm gonna tell you, and some people are like, that doesn't mean anything. It does. That means he's nervous. He's getting more involved because you usually didn't see Ron with a headset. Ron would just be sitting over there doing whatever. Arms crossed. So they feel the panic. So when you look at it, they feel the panic in the room, right? They feel the panic in the arena. And so now you got a team that's rallying behind this guy for whatever reason, right? If he can't throw 20 yards, he can't throw 20 yards, whatever case may be. They're rallying behind him because they're bringing excitement to the team. Okay, so you may see them get excited and play. Now, are they going to win? I think it's going to be a close game. I still think it comes down to special teams.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know Joey Slye.
Hey,
you say some mean stuff, Glenn.
I know, because I think I think it's going to come down to special teams, because I still don't think they're able enough. We only saw them put up like 20 some points. The last time they put up 20 points, they put up 20 points this week, right? But we didn't see it. A week before that was Detroit. Was the last time they did it? Before this week?
Listen.
What they have against the Titans? They had what? How many did they score against the Titans? The 2 bombs to was that 20? That was it. Was that even 20?
They was 23-17. Titans beat them, right? Was
yeah.
it them right?
Yeah.
Okay, something like that. Antonio Gibson, got to keep that dude involved though. Yeah, he's still effective in the pass game. Yes. And the dude is still big, and he's still physical, and he's still fast. I think he was a catalyst behind this win. I'm telling you, because the dude still performed. I'm glad he played well, man. Even though Brian Robinson got more carries, and that speaks to his character. That speaks to his character. Almost 6 yards a carry. Yeah, almost 6 yards a carry. Again, catching out the backfield. I see that's my man. I ain't gonna lie. I mess with Antonio Gibson hard. I just don't like Scott Turner. I'm being real, and that's why I'm kind of like sour on Washington. But if you get Antonio Gibson involved all around, he's just as dangerous as McKissick, if not even more.
I think he's even more.
Look at him, he's taking on to the football.
Yeah, I think he's more. He's holding the football too. Yeah.
Dang, I want to pick Washington now, man. It's Glen that's told me.
Hold on,
momentum is a real thing, isn't it? My goodness.
Let me read George's tweet. George tweeted us about what he thinks about Taylor Heinicke. He says, I hope that he's about 16 for 22, 195 yards, 2 touchdowns.
That sounds more realistic.
Lean on the running and lean on the running game. Scott Turner, you hear me, man?
It's no way that you guys are going to tell me that Taylor Heinicke is going to be 16 for 22. That's way too efficient for Taylor Heinicke. He's a gunslinger. Come on. He's too much of a gunslinger. You know Taylor Heinicke's getting 30 attempts this game. He's getting 30
attempts.
That's Scott Turner's fault. That's why.
He got 33 last week. He's going to get 30 attempts.
Scott's an idiot. Okay. Scott's an idiot.
I agree with Mo.
I know. That's my point, Wole. You're talking about a close game. We've all said this is going to be a close game. In a close game, what is Scott Turner going to do? He's going to try to do something that breaks the camel's back, and he's going to throw the football. He's not going to.
You're probably right, Mo.
He's not patient enough.
What am I talking?
Who you picking, Mo?
Yeah.
Man, I'm picking the Commanders.
Huh?
I can't pick the Commanders.
Mo picking them. Because Mo been wrong in Vegas a lot lately. So pick the Colts, people.
No. I've been wrong with your team.
Sorry, no.
I've been wrong with your team. I'm good. I'm good with Vegas. I'm hitting New Vegas.
I'm going to Commanders too. I ain't gonna fake. I'm going to Commanders.
I'm going to Commanders, man. I'm going to Commanders
as well. 2017. That's my favorite score to come.
That's what's up, man.
Because they're a 20-point type of team.
You know my rule, Wole. Give me the better quarterback. And right now, whether you like it or not, Taylor Heinicke.
I think Ellis the best quarterback. I think Ellis is the better quarterback.
Damn, baby. I gotta get it right.
I'm going with the Colts. Colts.
Take that good luck hat off. You take that good luck hat off, man. You out here perpetrating.
I think Colts 7. I gotta be real for the listeners, man. I got the Colts 17 to 20. Yeah, 2017 Colts.
Same score as me. I told you that's how Washington rolls. It's right there around that 20 point.
Around that 20. They don't get like 20. Yeah, it's on the road, and it's on the road too.
They're not a juggernaut.
Then on the road too. I don't see them scoring thoroughly on the road.
It's gonna be 20 to 17, man.
2013. I got 23. I got 23-20. Joey
Who's
Slye.
scoring 23?
Yeah, 23-20. Joey Slye. Joey Slye hitting the big one.
Oh my God, you just relying on Joey Slye now?
Joey Slye,
no, I'm not relying on him. But if you watch the Washington football team's games, they always come down to the last possession. I mean, the Commander's game. Sorry. But if you think about it, look at all the wins, right? Think about all the wins this season. They've come down to the last play of the game.
A lot of the Colts. Some of the Colts.
Even the Packers game did.
The Jacksonville game came down the last couple plays.
You saw the wins.
Last possession. Tennessee. That came out last possession. And really, if Joey Slye doesn't miss the extra point,
the Cowboys,
the Lions game.
No, well,
Cowboys,
not all the games, but the wins.
Well, no, hold on. Well, the defense been keeping them in all these games. That's what you said earlier.
They have though, but it's not their fault. Like,
so they've been close.
Yeah. They keep.
Yeah, so defense been keeping them games.
Not that Detroit game, but the games before that.
That's the same thing I said earlier.
The game after that. But I agree with that. But I agree with
me, man.
But I agree with you on that. I agree with that. I said the other games. I said I agree with you about the Detroit game.
But even in the Detroit game, even though Detroit pulled off a little bit, they had an opportunity to take.
They called off
that was a game right there.
That's
22-0.
But it's not. That's Detroit's fault for letting them get back in it because Carson Wentz had opportunity.
You said that, Ray. You said they were gonna get back in the game too, Ray.
No,
I remember that.
I totally said that, but you just said a little bit. That ain't a little. You spotted a team over 20 points. That's not a little bit. That was the game right there. Yes, I thought. But if Slye doesn't miss that kick, your man Slye doesn't miss, then maybe we having a different discussion.
But they had an opportunity. Think about Carson Wentz had an opportunity. They had an opportunity to go ahead in that game late. Whatever reason, whether Detroit cashed it in, they put it in.
They had a chance.
Late in the fourth quarter, Washington had an opportunity to take the lead. So what I'm saying is that their games are always coming down to either a touchdown or a field goal close, and they haven't been able to. I mean, look at the Chicago game. Good gracious. If Joey Slye makes the field goal, it's a mute point.
Justin Fields missed 2 throws in that game.
Yes, he missed 2 throws. That's what I'm saying.
That's 2 touchdowns.
Everything Washington does has been close, has been a nail biter. They never blown their team out. So
I agree with that.
3 points, Joey Slye.
Eagles blew us out though.
No, I think Washington hasn't blown it out.
Dallas did too.
I ain't saying us getting blown. Not us. But I'm saying Washington getting blown. Washington's gotten blown out many times.
They have, but I would agree. I think the defense plays well enough. Again, it's that mental piece. That's why I think Taylor Heinicke, just his presence, as funny as it sounds, I think it aids the defense from a mental standpoint. Like, somebody that's they're gonna leave it all on the field, and that's all you want. Versus Carson, it's like, hold up, you bracing yourself for possible mistakes, and then
you want to know something about
possible
Carson?
Mistakes? What you mean bracing?
You want to know something about Carson that I have not heard?
I hate when people talk about.
At least Taylor can run.
That's what you go. At least Taylor, there we go. Let's go with
what Taylor brings.
Okay, let me ask you this real quick, Mo. In that Tennessee game, everybody said Carson Wentz is 6'5", just run a quarterback draw. You're at the 2-yard line. If Heinicke is in that situation, he win that game.
He runs. I agree with that.
So that's the difference.
That I agree with.
And my bad, Mo. I'm done.
I think a point, you mentioned Carson Wentz and he came to me. I think a point of matter right now that people don't pay enough attention to, like, of all the new quarterbacks on new teams, Carson Wentz has not been afforded the opportunity, the excuse of having to learn a new system. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's going under the water. That's running under a bridge right now.
You mean he's not?
Him adjusting to a new system.
I agree.
People are not giving him leeway for that.
Of course, because he's Carson Wentz.
Yeah,
but I think it's because of the way that Carson Wentz plays, and that's opposite of Taylor Heinicke. It's like he's trying to be perfect.
True.
Right? It's like he's trying to go through all of the reads and all of the stuff. Whereas Taylor Heinicke gets in there, and if Terry ain't open and the next guy ain't open, I got to go do something. And people would rather see you fighting towards something than sitting back there being a lame duck quarterback trying to figure it out.
Agreed. I agree with that.
So I think that's what's infectious about him, and that's what the defense loves also. All defensive players want is the opportunity.
Just like that playoff game, Mo. We done got to you finally, man. You part of the team, Mo. That's all we trying to tell you back then. Go back and watch on YouTube, man. I had the same video on
we just switch roles, Mo. It's amazing. We just switch roles, man. It's crazy what the Heinicke.
We're not supposed to.
We done switched. The African dude switched. This was crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy as hell, man. Hey, man, subscribe to our podcast on Spotify, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Podcasts. Just search All Burgundy and go Errrything. Also tweet us at ABG_Errrything and hit us up on IG at ABG_Errrything and like our All Burgundy and Go Errrything Facebook page. Make sure you subscribe to our All Burgundy and Go Errrything YouTube channel as well. Like a bunch of videos. It's cool with the art. It's cool for the algorithm. So appreciate you all. You all are amazing. Anyway, this has been dope.
Check out the post game. Glen holding it down this week.
Yeah, Glen holding it down. Hold it down. We're
gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun on the post game. Check it out.
Yeah, especially they win. It's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be lit.
Look, y'all know I'm a realist. I am gonna talk about your boy.
You're a realist. Glen, I'm with you. A realist, dude. I don't listen to. You're a realist, dude. You get hyped though. You do get hyped when they win.
Oh,
But
Glenn,
like,
you real to a degree though. You was hyping training
You
camp
said-
about
you
the
said-
possible move to Virginia, all that stuff, man.
You guys said we'll
No,
lay
because
out on
Virginia move
Sunday
is revenue
for
for
the
me,
game,
man.
and
Virginia
Glenn
move is
taking
revenue.
over. It's gonna be like when a substitute. It's gonna be like when a substitute teacher in the office. You know what I mean? In the classroom, if they win.
Y'all gonna show off,
Glenn
man.
go
It's gonna be a
crazy.
Commanders party. It's gonna be Commanders after party. Don't even call it a post-game
man,
show.
it's gonna be popping, man. I know it's gonna be like
That's
that,
gonna be
man.
a
hope-
five.
I
That's gonna be a
picked them to win,
500
but so
record.
did-
That's gonna be three.
Oh, yeah,
three
it's gonna be-
W's in a row. What?
Oh, Twitter gonna no. If the Commanders win, the Heinicke Hive is gonna be up. It's gonna be litty.
Hey,
My
yo.
man Cam Mingo already said they're gonna be 5-4. He said it weeks ago, and they hit it
Yeah,
that
no.
way.
Cam be getting it, man. Cam be getting it. You know, he a homer though.
Oh, definitely.
but I appreciate Cam. Cam's a cool dude. Anyway, you've been listening to All Burgundy and Gold, everything powered by the Urban Sports Scene and Fox Sports Radio 96.9 FM and 1340 AM. Hopewell, Virginia, for ages. Yiddy. Deuces, a mega. Lead us out, big homie.